cominciamo questo programma del mercoledì con an apology. I'd like to apologize publicly in front of everyone with Penny and the whole team at Piccolo Sai for bailing on you.
And on Facebook Live.
And all of our friends on Facebook Live for bailing on all of you.
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago we were supposed to be in the studio.
Yes.
And I turned up, but Marco was not here. It was very sad. It was very sad. So we apologize to everyone that we missed the segment 2 weeks ago. But we're back.
We are back, and since then I've been picking kiwi fruit in a somewhere. I don't know. I've been.
I don't think you have.
No, I didn't. Welcome back, Penny of Factory One. It's good to have you back after a month. After a month.
It's been a little while. A lot's happened in that time, and we're back here in the studios of Radio Italiana talking about pick a local, pick a say, supporting your local fruit and veg store, buying in-season produce, supporting our economy. We love being back in here. It's we know you were traveling, globetrotting all around the world, and you did fly back the night before. So it's okay that you didn't make it that morning off. But we're back here now, and we've still got hangovers from the weekend, from the 50th birthday celebration.
Once again, thank you for your support. You always say yes to us.
Always say yes.
So a big thank you to you and Angelo, obviously, for your support. It was great to bring the Australian flag to Italy and the South Australian flag to Italy, because with this program we always try to support SA and obviously our growers. But we do have the best state, I say, in the world.
We do. Do you know what I was thinking? I should be your ambassador for your 50th birthday, because it's my 50th birthday year as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. How are we celebrating?
It was like you put on a big party for me on Saturday night.
I said to Mario, you should get married tonight. You said, a little bit of
Oh, goodness,
money.
yeah.
Said,
So I'm turning 50 this year, and I'm calling it the Festival of 50. It's not just about one party. It's partying all year long. And I think Radio Italiana should do that as well. Do a Festival of 50.
Why don't you we should have.
I know. I could have got up and you could have all sung happy birthday to me, and it'd be like...
the premiere.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Marilyn Monroe with the president.
Oh, well. If we do any more 50th birthday parties, remember it's also my 50th birthday year and my party year too.
But I won't wish you happy birthday, because in our culture it's bad luck before.
Oh, okay.
You can give us the date if you want.
Yeah, it's on Easter Friday. I turned 50, so it's just around the corner, not too far away. Anyway, enough about me. We're here to talk about fruit and veg. You know, it's apple and pear season at the moment, so so the seasons have definitely changed. We've moved from summer into autumn. The seasons are changes. You'll start to see at your local fruit and veg stores, like the colours are going to change. Those summer fruits are going to start to filter out, and you're going to get more apple and pears. So the Adelaide Hills is just full of them. They're picking different varieties every week, and I do love this time of year, because you'll find over the next few months I'll bring in lots of different varieties, and it's like every time I walk around the markets, it's like a new variety's being picked each week. So, you know, at the moment you've got Royal Galas. Everyone loves the Royal Gala. They're the start of the season. We've got lots of pears around. We've got missile apples, which we love.
We had them many times.
We've had them many times. And we also feature them at the Royal Adelaide Show every year, and we give away 20,000 of them, and people absolutely love them. They're a tiny, crisp, juicy apple. There's Fuji apples around at the moment. And then on pears, there's Bura Bosch, there's Red Sensation, there's Nashi pears, there's lots and lots of varieties for you to really change what you're buying to put into your fruit bowl. Now, I do want to talk about this. Is a little bit of conversation going on. We do have a fruit fly outbreak in South Australia again, which is affecting our growers. So some people may have seen on the mainstream media last night about a raspberry grower that's caught up in it, as strawberry growers, because it's in the Adelaide Hills affecting their area, the inclusions, because it's from wherever the fruit fly is found, 15-kilometre radius from that, anyone that's growing in that area is affected. So it is putting a lot of pressure on our growers at the moment. They have to go through certain protocols to make sure that the fruit is safe and doesn't contain fruit fly. They can send it interstate, but if they're selling it within the state, there are some challenges. So, but one thing I find, sometimes consumers, when they hear that there's a fruit fly outbreak, they actually stop buying fruit. And I don't know if it's just a subconscious thing, but we definitely see a decline in fruit sales when we do have fruit fly around the country. So I just wanted to kind of reinforce to people that if you are buying fruit from your local fruit and veg store, it is not going to have fruit fly in it.
No, exactly.
And just because there's a fruit fly outbreak, it means that some fruit fly has been found in one spot, but it does affect 15 kilometers from there. So we do everything that we can to stop it spreading. It doesn't mean that it's like rife in every single orchard. And just to know that our commercial growers are doing everything that they can to contain it, eradicate it. And the thing that's also quite important for consumers to remember is that we have a responsibility as well if we're growing fruit in our backyard. So in South Australia, horticulture is a $3 billion industry. Like, it's a massive industry, and particularly, you know, apple and pears, massive contributor to the economy. So if you're growing fruit in your backyard, you have an onus to make sure that, you know, that you're not letting it fall on the ground and having it rot and attract fruit fly. That you're not, if you're in the inclusion zone of 15 kilometres, that you're not just moving it in and out as well, because the commercial growers can't, and that's their livelihood.
Yeah.
So we just really want to really stress with consumers, if you've got backyard fruit, please make sure you're following all the protocols, because our growers certainly are, and that's their livelihood. So I'm sure if you've just got it in your backyard, that you can do the right thing as well.
I guess many of our listeners do, and it's a society, it's a common thing to just respect.
Exactly. So, but yeah, rest assured, anything that you find in your local fruit and veg store is safe to eat. It's not going to be riddled with fruit fly or anything like that. It's just we've found some fruit fly in the region, and now all of our growers are having to comply with the protocols to make sure that it doesn't get out further.
So, è importante, siamo compagni di Pica Local PK6, magari avete visto nelle news, negli ultimi giorni c'è stato un episodio di fruit fly, di ovviamente mosca della frutta, di insetto della frutta qui ad Adelaide, però mi raccomando, andate nei negozi a comprare comunque la frutta e la verdura, perché sono comunque safe da mangiare, non c'è nessun problema, e comunque quando viene trovata un insetto della frutta c'è un raggio di 15 km che viene affected, cioè non è tutto lo stato, quindi questo è molto molto importante. Comunque siamo nella stagione delle mele e delle pere, di cui parleremo sicuramente. Question for you, Penny, which I think you would have been discussed at the produce market, is how much is this cyclone affecting us at the produce market?
The cyclone,
not much,
well, basically the fruit that we rely on from those regions are going to be the bananas.
Yeah.
And so that's like the big number one staple. Like, we don't grow bananas commercially here in South Australia. So yeah, so we have had some issues in that. I know that the banana growers that have already had weather incidents had trouble because the roads were closed, so they couldn't get it out. It wasn't that the crops were ruined, but there was no transport issues. So look, fruit and vegetable is supply and demand, and the prices will go up and down depending on supply and demand, and you will see the price of bananas. I don't think we're going to get anywhere near close as like the $20 a kilo that we have had in the past, but who knows what's going to happen over this week with this cyclone and how that's going to affect. So, but I guess it's just, you know, be aware that, you know, if it does hit that region really hard, there may be a chance that there's a short supply of bananas, but thank goodness we grow so many amazing apples in the Adelaide Hills, and we'll have great supplies of them, and we can support our local growers and swap your banana out for an apple.
I was expecting that, obviously, because we grow, majority of our fruit is, you know, locally sourced.
Exactly.
So we don't rely too much on interstate.
No, it's just those kind of tropical fruits that we can't grow here. So yeah, so get out, support our local Adelaide Hills growers, pick yourself up some apples, add them into the lunch boxes, add them to salads. You know, I saw a really good recipe where you could like slice them thinly and put them in the oven and make oven chips, just put a bit of cinnamon on them. Like, there's so many different ways that we can use our apples as well as having them as palm fruit.
Yeah, we've done so many things with apples, but do we consider kiwi fruit a tropical fruit?
Yes. So, as you know, we always have a giveaway every time we come in, and this week is no exception. Absolutely. So, what I have today, it's not actually grown here in South Australia, so it's a bit of an anomaly. I know I'm all about pick a local, pick a say. However, we do not grow these, and I absolutely love them, and they only have a short season. They're called Kiwi Berries. So they come in a punnet, so you'll find them like a strawberry punnet or a blueberry punnet. And they're just like a kiwi fruit, but they don't don't have the furry skin on them, and they're bite size. So if you love the flavor of kiwi fruit,
you can eat them as they are.
Eat them as they are. We've got a whole tray to give away to someone today. So me and Marco are going to share one of the punnets out of it because they're delicious. So obviously they are grown in New Zealand, and
no,
just go. Away you go. Burst of sweetness.
You know what it is? I don't like eating fruit that I have to work too much on.
Exactly.
And this is the best.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like kiwis, but the fact that I have to peel it, this is the best.
Yeah. So, you can have them in the car next to you. Now, while I'm talking, you have them in the car and eat them on the go. You can chuck them in your bag. They're great for lunch boxes. Like, give the kids something different to talk about at school lunch breaks and give them a kiwi berry and everyone will be fascinated. Yeah. Incredible. So, like I said, they're like a kiwi fruit, but they're in a bite size and they're not fuzzy on the outside like kiwi fruit is as well. So, you don't have to peel them. Eat the whole lot. They're naturally sweet and juicy. Just a bit vitamin C, fiber, love it. Come in upon it. So we are going to give away the whole tray to someone when we go to the song. Call 83407700. And here is the question: where are kiwi berries grown?
Yeah.
So if you call when the song's on and give us the answer to that, you can come and pick up this tray, or minus one punnet because me and Marco are eating them, and you can take them home. Thanks to the generous guys at Bache Bros. I picked these up this morning at the South Australian Produce Market. They're fresh, delicious. Ring up, try something new.
Thank you for
while you're eating.
Buying me some time. 834077. These are incredible.
They are good.
And I don't eat kiwis.
There you go.
The effort.
Yeah.
See, I don't eat prawns as well because I can't be bothered. Yeah. Anyway, 83407700. Da dove arrivano questi kiwi? Where do we get this kiwi from? Call up 83407700. We're gonna go with the song. Stay with us. We're Italiana 531. And these are incredible. I'm gonna have another one.
Bye.
Thank you. Having said that, second part of the show is my favorite because we get to save some money and eat something really, really good that is in season.
Yeah, so I love to talk about what's in season. A lot of people don't realize that fruit and veg in South Australia has seasons. I think we as consumers kind of get used to just having fruit and veg all year round.
Of course.
I was talking to a school mum the other day and she said to me, she was complaining that she'd bought 3 oranges and it cost her like $12. Then I said, well, it's not citrus season and they would have been imported from the US. And she went, okay. So this is why I hold this segment.
And the quality as well.
Exactly. So you imagine what an orange is going to taste. If you desperately need an orange, yes, go out and buy it. But it is going to be imported from the US. It's going to be, had to be shipped over here. I'm sure they still taste fine, but they just won't taste the same as something that's locally grown. So if you're buying your produce local in season, it's going to be fresher, the quality's going to be good, it's going to taste good, it's going to be full of nutrients, and that's also a great way to save money as well.
But if you go on Pick a Local, Pick a Safe Facebook page and the website, you will find out when all the produce is in season.
Yeah, so
or you listen to our program, obviously.
Yeah, listen to our program, follow us on Facebook, and we always talk about what's in season. So I was talking before that it is apple and pear season. So all the different varieties. So Royal Gala apples, they're the new season being picked. People love them. They're a bit of a staple. We've just had the cutie pears.
We talked about them.
We've talked about them before because they're always around at Valentine's Day, which I love. It's not spelled cutie like C-U-T. It's spelled the letter Q and then T-E-E, but you say it's cutie, and it's just timely that they come out at Valentine's Day. So only a small amount of them available, a red blush skin, but you will still find them in your independent fruit and veg. Now, nashi pears, so they also only have a very small season. Have you ever had a nashi pear before?
I believe we had them here.
We possibly have. So they look a bit more like an apple than what they do a pear. They're a little bit rounder and they're quite a crisp pear. Now, the thing with this pear is that they're quite crunchy, but they are so juicy. Like you eat them and they're dripping with juice. And you don't let them ripen too much. You don't want them to go soft. They don't taste the best when they're at their
You want to eat them straight away.
You want to eat them straight away. They're going to be crunchy but juicy at the same time. So I had one of our growers made sure that I knew that. Said, Penny, don't tell people to let them ripen, because some people like pears ripen. He said nashy pears not good to let them ripen like that.
No.
They're the ones that you need to eat when they're still crunchy. Figs. It's the best time of year for figs at the moment. I'm seeing really good qualities of them around the place.
Burrata, figs, balsamic glaze, you're done.
Oh, that sounds really good. Yeah, that sounds like, well, I'm going to try that.
And orange. Orange,
no.
Orange
No,
not
not in season.
salad.
No. So, do you know they're actually really good for stamina?
For stamina?
Yeah. So maybe you should eat one before you go to the gym. Or before you go to bed at night. Either or, whichever you like.
You eat them, oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Are you watching maths?
A little bit.
No, there was a big chat about
testosterone. Oh, yes, I did hear that conversation.
I am not watching maths.
Maybe I should send him some figs.
Correct. I am not watching maths. It's math that is watching me. That's very important.
Yes, I did see that guy. I haven't watched a lot of maths, but I did see that. But you know, maybe we should like reach out to him over Instagram and something and
What's
say,
his name?
hey,
Ryan.
and
Ryan?
send it.
Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan, and
Ryan.
we can send you some figs, Ryan. I think you need some figs that
Yes.
could help you out. Anyway, let's move on. Grapes. There are so many grapes around at the moment. There's really good quality. I really love the Autumn Crisp variety, which is a really large, round green grape, and they're really crispy and really sweet. There's also some grapes. I don't know if you've seen them, and they come in a punnet, and they call them cotton candy grapes.
Okay.
And they actually, maybe I'll see if I can bring some in, because they actually taste like fairy floss.
Wow.
Yes, it like blows your mind. So if you see these in the stores, cotton candy grapes, trust me, you want to buy them. Trick the kids, because the first time I ate them, it's like your mouth and your brain are not connecting, because how can a grape taste like sugar?
My brain not connected is definitely an everyday thing. So I know what that means.
Yeah, so definitely have a look for them, and they'll blow the kids' mind. Put them in their lunch boxes and they will be gone like that. And also lots of pomegranates around at the moment. How do you say that in Italian?
Melograno. Melograno.
There. So great for snacking, sprinkling over your salads, adding to desserts and drinks, like lots of health benefits. It's a bit of a superfood, the pomegranate. So there's still, even though we're moving out of those summer fruits, there's still like amazing varieties of fresh produce around to fill your fruit bowls at the moment.
Did we talk about already pomegranate in the past, about the killing of the, like an American Psycho kind of opening a pomegranate that is flashing all over you? Was it pomegranate? We said you just learned how to eat one.
Yes, well, I'm not great at pomegranates. I've been shown a number of times how to cut them. I'm not pomegranate. I'm not very great at the pomegranates. No.
That's the moment where my mouth is not connected to my brain.
Anyway, let's move on to vegetables, because we're running out of time. Roma tomatoes. Is it like...
It's sauce time.
It's sauce time. Like, did everyone not do sauce? I think half of the crowd at Radio Italiana's birthday celebration...
Should have done the sauce.
We should have.
They
had all been doing it during the day. I bumped into so many people that are like, oh, we've done sauce day today. It's sauce day weekend.
How many things we could have done at the 50? We could have had a sauce day for Penny's birthday.
Well, this is what I said. You do a festival of 50. It's not just about one party. You just do it the whole year round. So hashtag everything festival of 50 Radio Italiana.
Hashtag Penny reading.
So yeah, Roma tomatoes tasting great. Great supply. Really good for sourcing time. Baby cucumbers, I love them. They're really good for lunch boxes.
Easy, the easiest.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I pick them from the fridge when we buy them. I'll just get, when I'm hungry, I'll just get one of those, boom, and it's done.
Exactly.
I got 20 to 30 minutes of autonomy before we have dinner.
There you go.
So when I get home, I'm dead. I'm starving.
It's much better than reaching for a chocolate or something like that. Just grab a baby cucumber. Sweet corn's looking really good at the moment, grown in the Riverland, really good supplies of that. Radishes, do you use radishes much? Do you keep them in the house?
Yeah, we do. Not us particularly, but we eat them very much in Italian culture, yes.
Yeah, great for crunch to add into your salads. Now, capsicums, I have seen some amazing capsicums at the moment, like really large ones that would be really good for stuffing and creating a dish where it's stuffed. So, and gold, green and red varieties are looking really good at the moment. I mean, it's that time of year where they're growing, you know.
I think, I'm not sure whether we talked about this before, but I mean, this might sound really silly, Do they taste the same, the color? Like
No,
green, red, and...
No, they don't. They've got different flavored profiles.
Yeah?
Definitely, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I reckon my
I think
favorite for stuffing
the
was...
red's a little bit sweeter, I would say.
It's an interesting, if you think about it. I mean, it's a whole different kind of vegetables.
Yeah.
Really, it's just that doesn't mean that it's got the same shape. It's the same.
No.
But for stuffing like with meat, the yellow, I think it's the best.
The yellow, the best.
Yeah, I always find when Mum made the meatloaf stuffed capsicum with the minced meat, the yellow was always the tastier.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, it's that time of year to be making that because there's some really large ones around, really good quality, and they'll hold really well. And also leeks. It's autumn, and it's time for leeks.
It doesn't look like it based on today's weather, but...
It's so hot this week, isn't it? So yeah, leeks are great. They just add a bit of mild, sweet onion-like flavour to your cooking. So they're now available, being grown here in South Australia. So get out and grab them as well. That's a wrap on what's in season.
Yes, it is. And speaking of celebration, I did see you celebrated the SA Farmers Market.
We did. We had our second birthday on Sunday.
Very
so that
nice.
I can't believe it's been 2 years that
Sunday.
we've been operating.
This Sunday.
I know. I was at your party on Saturday night. Then we
You
were
go straight
partying. Just about.
Okay.
I know. Well, Mr. Scalzi saw me still dancing on the dance floor at your party on Saturday night, and he said to me, "Watch your clock. You need to be at work tomorrow morning." And I was there before our CEO, Mr. Damanzi.
5 o'clock? Like what time did you start?
No, I got there about 7:30. I did have a little sleep in.
I went to the Oval on Sunday to pick up the cake. Oh boy. What
did you cut
an
the
experience. I had to carry it in. I got a piece of it. I mean, it's Wednesday today, so...
Yeah.
Someone told me last week, thanks for, because we had the same cake for Parliament House, not the same, another cake, same type.
Look the same.
Monday and Thursday I've been told, thanks for the cake. I'm like, well, if you wanna, I don't know, you want a 5 days old cake? I can save some for
It's
you.
a bit risky, isn't it? It's a little bit risky. I wouldn't be doing that. So we had a cake on Sunday for the farmers market.
I saw.
Mario and Josie put that together for us. But yeah, 2 years we've been operating there. So we've got over 160 vendors, over 7,000 to 8,000 people every week, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. SA Farmers Market operating out undercover of the canopies at the wholesale market at SA Produce Market. So if you haven't been before, what are you doing?
I've got mates that go every Sunday and they give me a full report of what they buy. They're like, we spend about $100, $150, what they get, like...
Well, I don't know how you could even spend that much.
Because you buy a lot of stuff like in bulk.
Yeah.
But you need to use it. That's the beauty of it. You need to use it, you need to have it. But the taste of it, when you buy it from the farmers market, is completely different.
Yeah, I think I love like all the Vietnamese growers that have like the coriander and the herbs and the Thai basil and stuff. Well, I quite like them. But anyway, but the cucumbers, they just taste fresh and all the vegetables are so good. I don't spend $100. Like I can walk out with 2 big bags for like $20 to $30, and that's the value of it. But a lot of people do. They bring these big beach trolleys that you've seen, and they buy in bulk and they share with their family and friends. And yeah, it's a great place to be. So if you haven't been, come and check us out.
Having said that, see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
If I don't buy.
Look for the red Pick a Local Pick a Say sign and support our South Australian growers and retailers. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, we will. Grazie a tutti. Thanks for listening. Thanks for calling in and winning this amazing basket of fruit.